As your baby starts growing up, you might not need to brace it in the bathtub with this, and might graduate to something more fun. Like this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. You do bathe your little baby, and as they get bigger, you probably are going to want to transition them into a full-on bathtub so that, you know, you can actually use the bathtub. I like soaking in the bathtub. Those bath salts and, you know, just pampering myself with a nice rosé. So we get some information here. I don't know that I'll need that. But here is the inflatable bathtub itself. Kind of reminds me of like an inflatable that you would have at your pool. You can see a heavy-duty PVC or something like that. We have little frogs or toads on there and bubbles. And one of the things that I want to show you here is that we have on the bottom, so the bottom panel, we have a little plug right here. So if I go ahead and open this up, what this is going to allow is this is going to allow water to drain through. So if your baby tends to kind of sink into the tub or whatever you're using right now, and you want to make sure that they don't drown or are inundated in water so that the water doesn't go over the edges, you can open this up so that there's a little drain there. And then right here, this is kind of this post. So the baby can sit and straddle it, and that post is going to hold them in place, kind of like a little booster seat. And then on the top here, we have kind of your standard air valve, and it looks like you'll just kind of bite that and blow in there and blow this thing up. So I'm going to go ahead and inflate this, and then we will try it out and see if the baby likes it. So I've gone ahead and blown this up so you can see that the sides are inflated here, but I do want to show you that this post is not inflated here, nor is the bottom. So the bottom here, while I don't think it needs to be inflated, is going to provide some cushioning. So if I go ahead and I rotate this over, what you can see is we have another little valve here for the post, but then also a valve down here for these ribs. So I'm going to go ahead and blow all of this up because that's going to make it much more comfortable for your baby. And you know, the other thing I like about this is you can use it in a bathtub. It's just going to contain the baby, but it's also something you could take with you on like a trip or a vacation so that you have something to bathe your baby in. So I'm going to keep blowing here and then we will try it out. All right, so Theo seems to like it so far. First time in a real bath with water going up to your chest, and he seems to be taking it just fine, is enjoying it. And once I start soaping him up and the water gets dirty, I can just pull that plug, and so the water is going to drain. So especially when you're rinsing off the baby, I think that is going to work out perfectly. So if you want to pick up an inflatable bathtub and keep your baby happy and entertained, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out!
We can discover more and explore so much deeper. We can live better than ever thanks to Peter Von Panda.